You are super vulnerable on social media and very transparent about what you're going through in different wherever you're at in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from, and why is that important for you to be so vulnerable?
So all of my answers tend to be the same.
Okay.
They're all God inspired. I'm not smart
Okay.
enough to think of this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right? I'm not smart enough to think up Black Fathers Rock. It was an idea. I wrote it in a notebook, and now we're 9 years in, right? And so the vulnerability piece, also, I didn't grow up that way. So I didn't grow up being vulnerable. I didn't grow up saying I love you. I didn't grow up being emotionally available. That wasn't a thing. And then even as a man, you're not groomed for that. Women are groomed to be wives and mothers.
Yeah.
No one's grooming men and boys to be husbands and fathers. Like there's no knight in shining armor for men, right? Like that's just, there's no fairy tale for men. It's a women thing, right? And so for me, you know, I listen, I hear God, and then I do. And a lot of times it doesn't make sense in the moment, and then someone will circle back and say, 5 years ago when you sent me that text, it saved my life. Or, you remember last week when you said X, Y, and Z, like I've been going through the same thing, and it makes it relatable. And so people listen to me because I don't know how many men you have that are real about their lives, the good, the bad, the ugly. Typically social media is a highlight reel, but I tend to show a little bit of everything, you know, struggling with depression, being on medication, not working, being a stay-at-home husband. Like I've talked about all these things, and a lot of men aren't comfortable sharing that publicly, and it's mainly because we are not, safe spaces aren't created for us to share.
Yeah.
And so when I started Dialogue with Dads, which is a branch of Black Fathers Rock, where we create a safe space for men to share, I learned that men do talk if you give them opportunity to talk without being judgmental, without being what you should say. If they just talk and you let them talk and create that environment, we won't stop. We'll have a 2-hour block. Right. And it'll end at 2 hours, and then people are talking for an hour after that, and then 45 minutes in the parking lot, and and then it's 4 hours and you're still talking. But also, women tend to say, and there's a stat about this, like at least 10,000 more words than we say a day. And they also have more of a support system. They've got homegirls. Guys don't really talk. We have friends that we do certain things with, like the guys you go watch the game with, the guys you may go out to eat with, the guys you may go on a trip with, right? But many times we're not sitting down having those real life conversations.